Hey Chocolate Muffins, Cleo here from Games Are for Fight, and today I thought I'd talk about Sims 4! Yay! Maybe. So a fair amount of news has been coming out recently about the upcoming Sims 4. Specifically, we have some trailers and even a gameplay video, as well as various articles on gaming websites like GameSpot and IGN. And while I have an admittedly love-hate relationship with the Sims franchise, I too have been keeping up with emerging news. Probably the most exciting news to come out so far is a 6.5-minute video put out on the Sims' own YouTube channel titled First Look, the Sims 4 Official Gameplay Trailer. I will put the link in the description so that you too may watch the video. Now watching the video, there's a couple of bold claims that EA is already making about Sims 4, and those of you who have followed the franchise from its inception, like me, probably realize that a lot of these promises are ones that have been made in previous Sims games, with a your mileage may vary take on how well Maxis has delivered on said promises. The first new innovation to step into the light are the new sim creation tools, specifically the decision to step away from sliders and instead introduce 18 new touch points that allow you to click and drag directly on your sim to change their body shape. This does seem like a more intuitive approach to shaping your sim and probably provides more options overall. Unfortunately, it looks as if they still have to be the same height, but you can change their weight and apparent physical strength. In fact, the video claims that you can now change their walk cycle, which would probably help with overall realism. After showing us these new tricks for sim creation, the video goes on to show us how they've overhauled building houses. It's difficult to draw any solid conclusions about the new building process without having a hands-on trial, but it does seem as if they're doing their best to streamline the process. Rooms seem to be treated as individual units now, and can even be clicked and dragged, furniture intact, to a different area on the lot. This can be very useful if you accidentally made your house a couple blocks too short, or if you want to see what the house would look like if you put the bedroom on the north-facing wall on Les Maisons. Now the biggest innovation I've seen toted in pretty much every article about Sims 4 to date are the new moods and how they affect your Sims interactions overall. Moods are not one-time events like a sim wedding. They are states of varying duration that affect everything from how a sim interacts with other sims to options that are available when that sim is alone. As it says in this article about Sims 4 in the Daily Herald, link in the description, the key to the Sims 4 emotions is that there isn't anything particularly better or worse. You have the ability of what to do with that emotion. If your sim is furious, that may seem like a bad thing, but actually it means they can write a special book, or paint a special painting, or go for a really good run and have a really great workout. This is pretty exciting news, at least for me, because in my experience, after a couple of hours, it's usually pretty easy to guess how most Sims interactions are going to turn out. But this new advent of moods means a certain level of unpredictability, and to me, unpredictability is fun. Now, EA does have a history of making bold claims and then failing to deliver, but in this case, let's cross our fingers and hope that at least this claim comes true. Oh, and one more advent that'll be great if it turns out to be true. In Sims 4, Sims are apparently going to be capable of multitasking now. This means that they can actually walk and talk at the same time! No word yet if Sims will still flip their lid if their path across the room is interrupted by a magazine on the floor, but fingers crossed they'll learn how to step over it. Now that's pretty much all the definitive information I could gather from what's come out so far about Sims 4. I do have a couple of questions that will hopefully be answered before Sims 4 releases. One of these has been partially addressed, and it's, will Sims 4 be capable of running on a low-end computer? Well, according to this article on the GameSpot website, the URL is in the description, the Sims fans running lower-end PCs are in luck, as Maxis has confirmed that the Sims 4 will run better on less capable rigs than the Sims 3. We're really excited to say that players on lower-end machines are going to have a much better experience on the Sims 4 than they did with the Sims 3, producer Ryan Vaughn told Digital Spy at Gamescom. Vaughn explained that Maxis understands that not all its players are running high-end machines, and said the developer is optimizing the game to ensure players on all rigs are satisfied. That's great news for PC gamers who can't afford to stay ahead of the curve. It also means we can save the money we would have spent on computer parts to buy all the DLC that EA is sure to pump out. Speaking of DLC, it's inevitable that EA is going to hold out some of their content to release later for an extra price tag. The question is, how much content? Is the base game of Sims 4 going to feel as incredibly empty as vanilla Sims 3 did? Or are these new additions of streamlined house building and mood interaction enough to make the base game fun without all the bells and whistles of DLC? And then the biggest question, at least for me, is Sims 4 going to be the first entry in the franchise that finally delivers on the promise to lessen the attentiveness required for your Sims' basic needs? It seems like pretty much since the first Sims game came out, Maxis has been promising that the needs panel will be less time-consuming, yet I have not found this to be the case. It makes it difficult to enjoy other aspects of the game when every couple minutes I have to check that every sim on the lot doesn't have any other needs in the red. And even on full automation, none of my sims seem to be intelligent enough to take care of their own needs. Yes, you can download and install mods that improve upon this, but not all Sims players are old enough or technologically savvy enough to know how to install mods. And besides, isn't it the responsibility of the game makers to make sure the game is enjoyable for as many people as they can? Anyway, that's about it for now. I'll keep my ear to the ground for future Sims 4 developments, and if something really amazing comes out, I might do a video about it. Again, if you're interested in any articles or videos that I mentioned in this video, check the description for outgoing links. As for you guys, please leave a comment and tell me what your biggest hopes are for Sims 4. What are your happiest or most horrible memories of previous Sims games? Or if you've never played a Sims game before, why not? Did you not have a good enough computer, or was there a deeper underlying reason? And as always, please like and favorite this video if you found it useful, and subscribe if you'd like future information about Sims 4 and other upcoming games I'm interested in. This is Cleo, signing out. Ciao. Thanks for watching, bye!